Concerning the argument of the violation of sovereignty of Nigeria by the United States of America, I have three things I want us to look at. The first one is the sovereignty of Nigeria was already violated by the criminals that were controlling the ungoverned ungoverned part of Nigeria, the Sambisa forest. And it will shock you that some of those elements were already collecting tax and revenue in some parts of those countries, and they were administering laws and judgments and controlling those parts of the country in full force as an established government, imposing law and forcing people to act as they want. So talking about the sovereignty violation, by that on its own, Nigeria's sovereignty has already been violated. So that argument will not stand that the United States of America coming to Nigeria is a sovereignty violation, because the terrorists on its own has already violated our sovereignty. That is one. Then the second point that is worth noting is that the Nigerian government agreed and accepted that it was a joint collaboration. So if the institution and the government in power agreed that it was a joint collaboration, then you as a citizen cannot say it was a violation on our sovereignty. The reason is the constituted authority in power said, they made official statement stating that it was a joint operation. So on no occasion should that be termed a sovereign infringement or a violation on our sovereignty. That is very, very important. If you want to argue, look at the facts before coming up to put an argument that you cannot defend. The third one is the so-called sovereignty is just a theory when a government cannot protect its territory, cannot protect its citizens from any external attack. The issue of sovereignty now becomes a theory or a myth or just a means to chase sympathy or to attract attention. You cannot claim of being a sovereign state without being able to defend your territory from external influence. So if Nigeria is a sovereign state, then it should have the capacity to defend its citizens from any external attack, external forces that are coming into the country unlawful. Is a person that is alive that speaks of sovereignty. If you are gone and your safety cannot be guaranteed, you will not be telling us of sovereignty. So the issue here is not about whether the sovereignty of Nigeria has been infringed on, is whether the government is willing to take responsibility to protect the lives of innocent citizens from whatever faith, from whatever region, from whatever ethnic group. Let's attack the real issue. Let's focus on the problem. Nigeria is under attack by some elements that are trying to threaten our national unity and our safety. We should collectively fight this element instead of coming to create a sect on this side and a sect on the other side to talk of sovereignty, talk of long English, and people's life are being lost on daily basis. There is no sovereignty for a dead man. This is Sebastian for Nigeria. Thank you.